framing just to be straight square-ended, and that the axle run-through is just straight axle. They just spin. They just go when you move. When you come to the front, we need to have the tires internal inside of the concrete forms.
Yeah.
So the front needs to angle in and then come up to finish it out, and then you run your track so that your tires can be there. Because the tires can't be on the outside here; they have to be in more. So you got to come in and then go forward. So it'll kind of look like the bottom, go up, angle, come in. So whatever pitch you got to come in, and then up like at least 18 inches, 18 inches up, and then I think it was like 2 foot across, like 24 inches here or something like that. However it comes out.
1 foot.
1 foot. 12 inches, 18 inches down. Angled it out
to 4 foot width and then square.
Back out to the 4 foot, so it's 4 foot wide, and then go down to the bottom. So that way the tires can be set in. You feel me? If it was just a straight rectangle, it'd be too wide, and then your concrete forming is not working.
Nope,
doesn't work out. So that's what I think it needs to go with the steering, or at least the framing for the steering. So the rack and pinion piece there that we can order needs to be 12 foot, a little more than 12 foot, I'd say then. 12 foot, 12 inches in between 1 foot, because there's only going to be a 1 foot span, and then our tires are there.
But here's what we're talking about. If the tires are going to be, whatever width, diameter the tires are, you got to imagine they're going to be pitching. So we need a nice turn. We're figuring 9 inches on each side, so turns 9 inches this way from center, and then 9 inches back. So we need 18 inches on each side. That's 3 foot, so you only can have a foot in the center.
Right.
Because
that's
you have
why
18
we're doing
inches on each side, so you
middle.
can have the 9-inch turns on both front wheels and keep it inside where it needs to be.
9 and then 9, 18 and 18 and
Right.
12.
That makes sure it's 4 foot. Yeah. That's why we were doing.
That's why we did it that way.
Yeah.
So we could have up to a 9-inch pivots flexed out, which is hell of a turn.
Yeah, I don't think the turn's gonna be that.
So we probably need to go like
4 or 5 inches.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be making U-turns out there. It's only gonna be quick.
But if we could make a U-turn,
I mean, if we're gonna do some donuts at the end, it'd be pretty dope.
Well, let's talk about the U-turn.
Tell me about.
Well, I'm talking about having the differences starting in the back.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. Well,
See, I was telling you that shit. I was like, dude, what if all 4 wheels can fucking steer?
If we only did it at the end, like
then that sounds legit.
If we can do it at the end, and at the end, when I know we're turning, pop
a brake or whatever.
Have a spring where you pull it up and it frees them and kicks them sideways, and you tip the other one.
But you can have like a yoke. A stick.
Just pull it out where it unlocks them, and you just pull it in, pull this way,
left or right,
and just spin it around the circle. Yeah. Because you could probably do 2 or 3 or 4 donuts
easily. If you're doing 30, you
can sit there and spin until you puke. The old merry-go-round.
All right. So what I'm thinking though, with that, because doing that kind of crap, I mean, that's just a little more mechanism.
I don't know. I mean, if you have each one on its own little pull, because there's if say in theory if all 4 of us go, or if that was the plan, so there's 2 in the back, and you have it so then the 2 back ones then just pull them up and turn them. There's not much.
But somebody's falling out of this bitch.
Yeah, exactly. Like each wheel has its own.
The only thing you'd have to change is when we build the frame, there'd have to be that 1 foot thing in the ass.
Yeah, it would be mirrored. It would look the same.
Mirrored.
Yeah, it would be mirrored. But this is what I was thinking, because I'm kind of for having a solid axle. So what I think for an alternative is they have for braking systems, you can it looks like flaps. So when you push the brake or whatever you do to it, let's say there's a rod that goes out to the front of the car that when you pull it, it pulls this way and the flap rotates to go down on top of the tire. Is you have 2 brakes. So if you want the left tire to brake to stop, it's gonna pivot on that. You feel me? So that if you have let's say our turning needs to be a little more sharp or whatever, it's just not cutting it. You can literally brake and turn the same way as you're going, and it would swing the car better. And you can just brake on the right one, do both at the same time, or whatever the hell you want to do. So that's what I was thinking, having 2 independent brake pieces.
I want to have Fred legs that are underneath here.
Thank you. Yes, I want to have
that are there.
Like rubber,
back and forth.
Well,
we're going to have that.
I want to on the heel to have
rubber,
a patch of rubber, like a tire,
and it stops.
Yeah.
But Mo added when I told him this idea, let's put some cotton or something underneath there, so when you pull it down and his feet hit the ground and slide to a stop, they smoke a little bit. Because they did on the cartoon.
Yeah.
If you add the details,
Or gunpowder.
the details are what they're going to It's not going to be. Everybody's going to have a car, and everybody's car is going to be cool. But it's all about the.
Well, that's like at Flute Talk with that Back to the Future car. That DeLorean was on point, and this, just based off the creativity, on the on pointness of that craft, they got third place off that, or second, whatever. Just by the craft looking legit.
But if our craft looks legit, and
finishes
all the bells and whistles,
Yeah.
like, hey, is his feet smoking? Did he just stop his feet?
Are the feet patterning when they were going down the side?
Is there slobber coming out of Dino's mouth while he's going up? I mean, this is the kind of things that happen.
Well, the thing with the legs, I'm down with the legs. I think it's pretty cool shit to have them either on some part of the axle, change them, so that the motherfuckers are going.
But
like
it needs
pedals,
to be
right?
it needs to be based on the ass end axle because we don't want to fuck with our.
Yeah, no, off the back, you
The
put
back.
a gear on it, you just
Like
come
a
up
chain
to the
link,
leg,
just like a chain link, like on a
just like
bicycle.
a bike, and the
And where
bicycle
they're
pedals
just-
go around, and it would lift it up and down. It would look just like you're walking. It's a pedal
And
motion.
the faster we went,
So
faster
faster the legs go. It's relative to your speed. But the thing is when you have legs hanging down, I worry about them dragging, catching, slowing us down. I mean, it's one thing to look cool, but it's another thing to slow you down.
I mean, have them clear.
All right, I mean, how far down is our car's going to be? At most 7 inches above the ground. Mm-hmm. I mean, where you want your lead feet
But
just
you're
look
putting.
like this?
But you said
They're gonna
that
look good.
you want the driver over to the left side. You don't want him in the center, right?
Right.
Your
Right.
ideal. He'd be on the left, like
Just like a regular car, yeah.
But he wants. This
Well-
is the ideal. He wants. Say I'm driving. I'm on the left. There's a seat open here, and if only 2 people can ride, you're in the back seat. When we make the turns, you're gonna have to keep in mind that we're turning this way. My fat ass is over here. You're gonna have to kind of slide,
Yeah.
put some weight on that back
like,
corner.
"Oh!"
Because
Or to get effect anyways. I
that
mean,
back corner's getting light, so you
Yeah.
need to put your ass over.
Well, let's say it goes to the left, and that corner is getting light. You're going to be going over to the left.
now why wouldn't you be in center? Why?
Just for a visual. I mean,
Because
none of the other cars
he
are
did,
center
in the
that.
cartoon, he wasn't.
It's
in the
just
center,
strictly
one
for
side.
that.
Okay.
But, I mean, it's not.
Love it.
I don't think it's going to be so dramatic of beneficial to put us in the middle. Other than, I mean, it's distributing the weight better or whatever. Let's put your ass catty cornered.
Okay.
And all you got to do is have a foot planting right in the middle. So in this case, it's something that we don't know what the course is going to look like.
Exactly.
So you got to be prepared.
Okay.
So you can use it as a plant to brace yourself, to push yourself
To
this
slide
way,
back and
or
forth.
slide on it over this way. Brace yourself to push your all stuff over this way.
Love it.
However you need to do that.
Okay.
However.
One thing we were talking about,